Wow. Everyone has a different time. Wait for your time. Everyone has a different clock. Wait for your time. Quotation by Shetty. And here I am. Oh my god, this is the first recording I ever done. Forgive the mistake. So here am I for this project, where the theme for this project will be time. And there will be a recording in this video, and I do be very thankful those who really want to visit to my video and my project to watch this show. So the time, welcome to the time of 2020. It's been a while. I've been plotting on this project, and finally I get this opportunity to share with you guys. If the voice is too low, do let me know. Alright, it's a little bit nervous. This is my first time to do live and with you guys. Right, so earlier I have shared everyone have a different clock and when is the time. So today is the time that I was planning. I have this project ongoing in my head for about 6 months, and here I'm going to share this great insight that I have. And recently, if you notice, I've been doing moo every Friday and 2 posts a day. Especially I'm going to post about anything, about the pictures, about the thoughts I have in my mind. It could be emotion, it could be awareness, it could be awakening. There's a lot of things in time I have learned. So right now, let me dive deeper. So I'm going to use 6 acronyms to talk about time. 6 acronyms. When is the time? Today. Now. Hi. Someone has joined. So, what is the time? And how is the time? And who is the time? And where is the time? It's going to be very annoying. I keep using time all the while. So, let's put the time as Bobbie. It's one of my favorite names. I used to almost want to name my pet as Bobbie, but instead I put the name as Brownie. That was long ago, like 3 years ago, he passed away. So Bobbie, time, has name as Bobbie in this video. Bobbie wants to be happy. Sometimes we do have time to be happy, but if you do realize after the happy and we start feel very empty, lonely, and so and so. So for example, I went to a party, I was so hyped. Not party, let's put another story. There was a story that I put so much effort by working in this speech in this club so-called Toastmaster. Well, Toastmaster has been my passion about 7 years, and I do realize I love speaking, I love doing all these speeches for people to share the value what I have learned in my past and also put it into a present I learned for. I can give it to people, and especially for you guys are watching right here. Thanks for coming here. And so that time I was so happy because I got the trophy. I won it. It happens in October 2019. That was one of the greatest achievement at that time. And that Bobbie told me that I'm being very happy. But after Bobbie being very happy, Bobbie feel empty. So why is it so? So in that space, Bobbie has telling me sometimes you can be happy, but at the time you feel empty. You feel lonely. You feel you never did the best. I won the trophy, but it's not the first place anyway, it's the second place. It's not I'm trying to brag here, but just sharing the feelings, that moment. Did I did my best? Did I make some certain mistake that I did not did best previous time, or Bobbie those days? And by the way, Bobbie again is the name of a time. I name it. So Bobbie loves to be happy. But sometimes Bobbie can be happy and can be sad at the same time. Next, what is time? Sometimes we have to be serious, and Bobbie says you gotta be very serious, especially when you're doing your work. As long this journey I learned in my being a restaurant supervisor, I guess you guys are wonder what am I doing right now in a restaurant supervisor after being a trainer in my previous company, also as a banker, but now I'm in a restaurant. Why? So I realized Bobbie telling me I have to be very serious. Therefore, I took a very big sacrifice to place 1 year time to be a restaurant supervisor, see what I can learn. Because in a restaurant, it's very difficult to survive. Why? Anyone here love dishwashing? Anyone here love sweeping the floor? No, no one loves that. But why am I doing it? Because it is time for be a serious. So time to be, how can you do better every day? This one thing I learned from the monk. Monk says they're gonna clean and broom every day. You're doing the same thing, but you're going to ask yourself every time you're doing that, the same thing, is there a quality improvement or is it going down? So those are the time, or Mr. Bobbie are actually watching us. Are we being serious? Bobbie will start questioning is, are we being serious? So you have to tell Bobbie, I'm being serious right now. I want to make sure the time I spend with Bobbie is very serious. Of course, I'm being very, very serious right now, guys. You are watching this. Calm down. But Bobbie wants me to be serious at this moment. How much quality I have taken, placed in for these people, especially for my customer, especially for my boss. Did I really meet their requirement? Did I make customer feel like a home when they come here for lunch? Did they feel relaxed when they hear my voice? Do they feel entertained when they are very bad? And did I ask them, how are you doing? So Bobbie had taught me a lot within this 1 year to be serious in this moment with the restaurant supervisor. So another very challenging things that Bobbie also tell me, time to wake up, time to get up from the bed. Well, I've been monitoring the way Bobbie teaching me how to wake up from bed. It's very difficult. You can be time to be misused. Bobbie can say you can use your time to sleep more as you want, as many as you want. Just click the button or snooze. That's what I did. I feel so tired when I wake up. My alarm was 7:30, but suddenly when I woke up, I said that, wow, my body is so aged. I feel so tired. I want to sleep more. So these are things I've been telling myself early in the morning. But Bobbie says it's time to get up from the bed. It means it's time. Whichever button or snooze button you've been kicking on, or you're telling yourself you need more rest, that's the time that we wasted. We had limited time, only 24 hours a day. And thanks to Shetty again, because he's been making a lot of inspirational video, and from that video I found out a lot of precious moment with Bobbie. Again, it's Mr. Time. He's been teaching me a lot. Time can be given. Every day we have 24 hours a day, and how much do we spend, what did we spend on each and every hours? So that is time for me. So what is time? Ladies and gentlemen who is watching here, thanks for being here. Hi guys. We got Annie, got Ferriss and Sue. Thanks for being here and join once a while. Well, as we can see from Google, we can see there's a lot of definition through time. Let's try by searching Google. So what is time? Interesting. So from time theory, as you can see, even Eistein has explained about something about time. And he says time slows down or speeds up depending how fast that we move. And his theory says that gravity can actually bend time. I'm not too sure about that because there's no such thing of gravity changes unless there's an earthquake here. But I do came across about time slow down and speed up. So from his definition, the things that I learned about time is about meditation. Meditation, that some people doesn't believe on meditation, but I would say meditation is for ourselves to look deeper. But from that time, I'm going to focus on time during meditation. In the time of meditation, that 5 minutes of meditation that I encounter my experience for 5 minutes, I have seen that 5 minutes feels like a day, a year inside the meditation. Why is it so? Okay, in this meditation, hi guys, thanks for coming. Hi Grayson, hi Lily. Right, from this time of meditation, 5 minutes, I have dived very deep. I found that there's a theory called time traveling. I noticed that when we think about the past, we did not know, without knowing, we are actually traveling to the past. We just took a time travel. So from there, I knew that our memories, we are actually having a time traveling. So there's my definition of time. And we are actually wanted to be travel towards future. How? So this theory, I try to seek out. I look for quotation. I look for quotation like imagination. I look for books like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So all these things came and connected. And I learned that time, to travel time into future, is imagination. And when we plan that imagination, we actually move towards closer to that time. And we execute the plan, we make the future time into reality. This is something that I really getting very excited to found about a year ago when I start my first journaling. So notice that during the meditation, I'm able to travel across the past, and I also able to travel across the future. Time traveling, guys, you're looking towards time traveling. Now, the space of time traveling is about memory and imagination. Or it could be in present. The present by this book called Power of Now, written by Eckhart Tolle. I can't pronounce his name properly, but I do love his book. I read twice, but I hope I'm going to read third time. So he says that how we actually focus about Power of Now, a little bit summary of the book. Just imagine when we are washing our hand, when we hear the water, and when you feel the temperature of the water, and when you feel the water going through your hand, and that is the time of now. We are actually in the really now moment. So nowadays, if you notice, we are so busy. We have been browsing through social media, going through Facebook, we're going through Netflix, going through books, and now you are here with me. So you have a lot of opportunity to pick your time that you want to be. It could be in Netflix, the time the actor spent his time to show the value, the entertainment to you all. It could be in Facebook, any of your friends that sharing his time and moment with us. So those are the things that we actually saw, that space that we actually can time travel. It could be in the future, it could be in the past, and it could be present. So time traveling is pretty much, this is the theme that I wanted to share with you all in this project, how we time travel across into different stories, into different dimensions. And I also learned that a lot, and I feel very excited that I wanted to share with you all. So, Bobbie, again, the name of the time I name it. Bobbie has told me that, have you given a time for yourself? Bobbie says. Bobbie just scolded me at that side. Hey Eric, what's the time for yourself? That was the time that Bobbie had sounded me very deeply. That moment, I noticed there's a lot of things that we have been focusing for people, for entertainment, time for work, time for after work. We came back to brush, to bath, to whichever. There's a lot. But I realized time for yourself is pretty much important. Where did I learn this? Based on the story of Shetty, he's been spending his life 3 years with the monk. So from that, I noticed that he learned that 12 hours is being a monk and 12 hours is service to the world. So the monk able to teach him how to separate the time, how to use the time. Half day for ourselves, the other half for the world. So from here, I noticed that a lot of us has been spending so much time in entertainment, and so much time with the things that we want, so much time that we love. And actually, those things that we spend on, did it actually make us grow based on the time frame that we have spent? So in this 1 year, I'm being very grateful because of this lesson. I grew. I'm not sure how much I have grown, not by 1 inch or 2 inch. Okay, I give you a few seconds to wipe that off. But how much I grew, meaning to say that, what have I learned? Did I actually make an impact towards the people around me? Did I actually make an impact towards myself? There's a lot of things. So this time, Bobbie had taught me, hey Eric, did you really spend your time for yourself well? Another word, a keyword, well. Did you spend your time with yourself well? So from well, I noticed there's a lot of things I need to adjust, because in this time I learned with Bobbie how habits makes who we are. I agree with that, and I can't deny it. We have to agree, by Aristotle. So early in the morning, hi guys. Wow, there's a lot of friends come joining in and watching this. Thanks for the great thumbs up. So back to the time of how do you treat yourself well. So I have created a few routine I can share with you all. Some people actually ask me, Eric, how do you lose weight? And Eric, how do you feel motivated? How do you do all these things? In the webcam, in the social media, publicly, you're telling people all these things you want to share. How do you have all this confidence, and how do you gain all this knowledge? So I put a very simple time accordingly every day fixed, regardless whether it's a holiday, it's a normal day, or non-public holiday, or whichever. I'm still doing it. Although sometimes I feel lazy, Bobbie say, well, you deserve the reward. You can be lazy that time. Thanks, Bobbie. So anyway, again, Bobbie is the name of the time. I will name it Bobbie. So Bobbie says that he teaches me how to work on this journal every morning. So when I work out 6:30, I set myself those days. Now I'm able to go back to the time, because I realize I spend more time with Bobbie at night and instead of morning. So there is a time you need to sacrifice, a shift. So from here, again back to the routine. I'm sorry, being so naggy. Sometimes I have to be an uncle. Right, so the time I spend with journal, I started off waking up at 6:30. Next, I give myself 10 minutes push up or pull up, whichever Where did I get this motivation from? From Dark Knight. Christian Bale, one of the great actors I really enjoy, and he showed us how to make use of time every day to be someone that you really want to be big enough to contribute to the world. So Christian Bale is been my idol, and so I did a morning workout and so and so. Then after the workout, my routine will be back to brushing teeth. These are things you don't have to think about it, you just do it. And you notice you just use your right hand to brush. Sometimes you can try with your left hand. Interesting. So this is how you put your creative into the time, or you want to spend it with Bobbie. Next, after the brushing teeth, I went for a jog with something that I don't like, but I push it. Why? Who is the actually motivation that pushed me to jog? First person would be my pet, Chocolate. Okay, if you click on my profile, Chocolate, you can see how cute it is. Can run faster than me. Those days, she's been jogging with me early morning because she has to pee at the grass. So these are one of the motivation that really pushed me to go jogging. I don't like jogging, seriously. Do you like jogging? Right. I know most of you doesn't like that. Hi, Melvin. One of my greatest guests. Thanks for coming in here. So if you missed this, you can see my recording. I will post it in the YouTube. So I'm talking about time, and I named this time called Bobbie. Right now, I'm sharing my morning routine with Bobbie. Okay, so as I did the jogging, the first inspiration was Chocolate. Okay, Chocolate did really push me to jog, whereby I was pretty much unexpected. How did I actually jog? And then the funniest part is when I came to Singapore, I lost Chocolate. So these are the time that Bobbie saying that some people have to leave your ship, and those are the time Bobbie teaches me you're gonna find a new motivation, you're gonna find inspiration, you're gonna find new goals to replace the inspiration or motivation to work on it. So Bobbie tell me that hi, come on. Well, I got a lot of friends are joining in this live video, unexpected. Now it's about 22 minutes, I have another half an hour. So Bobbie telling me, when you lose someone or you doesn't have that person next to you, like Chocolate, doesn't jog with me anymore. So what I did was I found another inspiration, which is by David Goggins. Okay, David Goggins is a very great book I wanted to share with you all, but I kind of forgot his author, but it's a biography of David Goggins. So he teaches us how to face pain. Jogging is a very painful exercise. I don't know, I find it, I can't enjoy it, but some people, they can really enjoy the breeze of jogging. If you can share below the comment and let me know how you do it. I'll be amazed and look forward for it. And of course, David Goggins show us what is the pain that actually push you to jog and so and so. So from that time onwards, I keep jogging. But now I stopped jogging. Why is it so? Because Bobbie says, when you are injured, it's time for you to rest. So some of the time you have to work hard. So some of the time you have to rest. So different time zone that we place for ourselves, we can spend certain things, and there's some sacrifice on it. So different time zone, Bobbie will give us different things, but sometimes Bobbie will take something from us. So this one thing very fascinating. Just now Bobbie teaches us how to time traveling, and now Bobbie told us the routine that we took. There can be a sacrifice, there can be a give, there can be a take. So these are the two amazing lessons by Bobbie. So after my jogging, of course, the best moment, this is the third point that I'm going to talk about. The best moment with Bobbie time is journaling. Why is it so? Ladies and gentlemen, audience and guests, if you notice, every successful business people out there, they have their own biography. If you notice, cavemen carved all their knowledge into the cave. If you notice, some people actually draw and turn it into an animation. If you notice, whatever that we written down from our mind, our imagination, and placed it into a piece of physical, and when we do it, and when we look at it, or when we read it, it will turn into reality. Isn't it amazing? So very confusing. Okay, I'm not going to dive deep on this. I'm going to share about this, about writing and so and so. While I'm focusing on the time with Bobbie. So the time of Bobbie with journal, there's only 3 words for me. We are the writer, we are the actor, we are the director of our life. Very simple. Because whatever that we wrote down early in the morning, are you to be grateful? Are we going to be grateful for the day that we have? Or are we going to be demotivated for the rest of the day? So these are 2 ways that we think of. Oh shit, today is Monday. So this is the first mindset. Oh shit, I got a lot of work to do. Oh shit, I forgot this. Oh shit, I never done this yesterday. So these are one of my primary teacher that says that early in the morning you shit already. Seriously? Are you going to shit every hour? Are you going to shit for the next minute? I was like, impressive. Thanks for that teacher. I still remember her. Her face. I can't remember her name. So those are the time with Bobbie. How do you spend well in the morning? Journal with Bobbie. Keep us awake. Keep us control the shift with Bobbie. How do you control Bobbie? Or did Bobbie going to control us? So these are things that we can differentiate by doing journaling. So when I teach Bobbie about, I'm being thankful to Bobbie that given me the great day I have today, which is 24 hours. I can run, I can walk, I can talk. Some people not able to do so. Some people doesn't have leg, were lying down in a bed of hospital, and some people doesn't have the chance to talk. We can only use hand signal. So these are things that we are being grateful. And some people are blinded. We can see beautiful things. So blind people, could you imagine how they spend their time with Bobbie during their journey of the life? So these are things that I'm being grateful that Bobbie able to give me, that different people have different time, different Bobbie with them. So probably you might have your own Bobbie. So in this Bobbie, I will spend time by saying what are things that I'm being grateful I have right now and I'm going to have. These are one of the great speech given by Denzel Washington. I pretty much listening for almost every morning with him. Amazing. I love that speech that he gave the talk in with the colleges. So those are the time that we being grateful that what we have. So what is the things that Bobbie actually gave me? Bobbie gave me prosperity. So talking about prosperity in this, Bobbie says we have some people say we are so poor, we don't have money to afford this, we can't afford, I can't buy this. This is actually what we want, but come to think of it, what we actually have, a roof, a beautiful room that you can see. Wow, behind me there's a lot of very comfortable, there's a polar bear sleeping there. These are all my property, my prosperity, not property, of course one of my property, prosperity. So could you imagine some of the people doesn't have this kind of prosperity, like Africans, they only have the unwanted broken roof, they can't even have a clean water to drink. So these are the prosperity that we actually have. Prosperity for having a great time. Hi guys, a lot of people have been joining, thanks for joining. I have another half an hour to go. So prosperity of being grateful for everything here that we have. So the first value with Bobbie is definitely is prosperity, right? Thanks to Bobbie for giving me this great prosperity. And next, I've done with my morning routine with Bobbie, prosperity journaling, these kind of things. Part of it I share it out. If you want to know more, I'm going to explore more on this video. Just comment below which part of it would you like to listen. I can expand more and tell more stories about it. So next, Bobbie also teaches me, if you're being nice with Bobbie will give you something else. It's one thing really shocked me. And also thanks to the book of magic, The Secret, that actually unlocked this amazing, beautiful gratitude that we have. So when you really want something, and first you say thank you, that something that you really want, Bobbie will actually grant you. This so-called the concept given by the Disney, Aladdin, the magic lamp. Yeah, so magic lamp, if you want something, they will actually grant you, but you have to work for it. Definitely, there's no bullshit here, no, so one thing, this one of story I must share. I'm being grateful for having a coach a day to teach me how to be a greater speaker, a greater motivator, and I'm going to be very emotional in this moment. Okay, Bobbie has gave me many chance in this moment. Sorry guys, a little bit emotional here because I'm being so grateful that Bobbie actually grant me this. Bobbie, again, for those who just recently joined, Bobbie is the name of the time. So Bobbie says, you deserve this. I'll give you this right now. So he gave me the opportunity to meet one of the champion, and currently I having a great session with him. I learn a lot, and he also gave me a lot of opportunity with this time to learn and grow how to be a better speaker, at times. So from this moment, Bobbie, I've been asking him since last year, every day. I've been writing on a journal the same thing. Bobbie, I wanted this. I want the best coach. Every morning I write, Bobbie, I'll be very grateful and thanks for the great coach that I'm going to have. Being thankful, it's very hard to deal with emotion, guys. Okay, so I'm being grateful for having this teacher, this coach, and so to be a great speaker. So now I met this coach, and this moment, why am I repeating it? kind of lost here. So again, go back to that precious moment that I have time with this coaching session with this great champion.